welcome, Mike Martinez. And if you're seeing this, you have joined my team in one way or another, and by that I mean you've either joined directly underneath me. I came and I introduced you to the company and the concept of becoming a public adjuster, or you've come from someone that's in my team. Either way, I want to say welcome and thank you for joining us. And you're in for a great time. And I just want to, with what you're seeing today, you're going to get some really good training that's going to start taking you in the direction that you want to go. So here's what I'm going to say. Our company has an excellent training system. We have an excellent track record for taking people that have had zero experience. Now, we get people every now and then that come from the claims adjuster industry, or in other words, they have claim adjusting experience. But for the most part, we take people that do not have adjusting experience, and our training system is very good to take people from that realm, zero experience, and get them to become professional public adjusters. And we have people that are on a part-time basis making $30,000-$40,000, and on a full-time basis making well over six figures. What I'm going to say is, and nothing is guaranteed, and it's all really based on your efforts and your focus and your desire and your ability to produce, right? But if you stick with us and follow through on the training, I know you're going to get a lot of benefit from this, and it's going to take you to a whole different industry. I mean, this is a beautiful industry, and it's a very lucrative industry, and you can make a lot of money. But that's I want you to understand that there's you're going to be getting two kind of trainings here, and that's going to be what I just talked about is a training from the company, and we'll get a little bit more into that as we go along. But you're also going to get training from me. Now, the training that I'm going to be giving you is specific training on some marketing strategies that work, and some other really cool stuff like leadership and personal development and mind management, things that are going to help you not only in your business but in your life in general. Really good stuff. And you know what, I honestly believe that if you want to get more out of life, if you want to excel, if you want to take your lifestyle to the next level, it takes some growth on your part. It takes new mentors on your part. It takes learning things and putting things into play on your part. Otherwise, you would already be there, right? If you had whatever it was that you needed, you would be at the lifestyle that you want to be, right? Doesn't that make sense? But a lot of times we don't look at it in that form, and I'm just here to kind of help create an awareness in you and say, hey, that makes sense, let's move forward. Now, with that said, let me just say that I'm gonna be teaching you things with the idea that you want to be making a full-time income with your public adjusting business. I like to think big and I like to move boldly. So my specific training is centered around the idea that you want to make a full-time income. Now, if that's not the case, that's fine. If you're saying, no, Mike, I really just want to do this on a very passive level, that's fine. But my training is going to be at that realm. Okay, so you could scale it whichever way you want. I don't twist your arm to do anything, but at least follow through, at least look at what's going on, and if it makes sense to you, then try it, right? That's going to be very, very important. Now, in order for you to get to that level, to get to that full-time income level, There's going to be three things that need to happen, okay? And I'm going to tell you what those three things are. Number one, focus. You need to be able to focus your mind on the task at hand and on what's going on so that you can take your business to the next level. And there's going to be several different focuses, especially now in the beginning as you're getting started. You're going to need to focus on getting your license. You're going to need to, if you don't have your license, right? You're going to need several different focuses, right? I'll just leave it at that. So that's something I can't do for you, right? You need to focus your mind, and you need to get whatever it is that you need done, you need to get done, okay? The other thing is action, right? Because you can sit here and listen to all the training, and you can go in to take all the training that the company is going to give you, and we'll talk about that again. But if you don't take action, nothing happens. So get yourself to take action, consistent focus, and consistent action is going to be the key to you being successful in this business. And the last thing, so we got two, right? Focus and action. So here's the last thing: your ability to play full out. Okay, and again, you know, I'm laying this out as if you want to make a full-time income. All right, but what I'm going to tell you is you can scale that again according to what your particular goals are. But you want to play full out. Even if you're playing on a part-time basis, play full out. You know, I studied martial arts for over 20 years with a Japanese master, traditional karate Japanese master that actually came in the 1960s at the World Fair in New York, and he was one of the pioneering karate masters that came from Japan to start teaching martial arts here in the U.S. and he actually stood here. And anyway, I used to train with this gentleman. Name is Tamin Kashimoto. He still teaches in Staten Island, New York. And he used to say to us, you know, you already paid your fee. You already did, you know, you're already here. So give 100%, right? You already paid. You're in. Give 100%. You're only cheating yourself if you come here and you just, you know, you sluggishly throw a punch, or you lazily throw a kick, right? If you do that, you're not cheating anybody but yourself. You already paid the fee to be here, right? That's what he used to tell us. And you know what? It made a tremendous amount of sense to me. And every time I went, I gave 100%, 110%, right? So that's what I'm telling you. I mean, you're already in. Right? If you're listening to this, you are already in. So give 100%. And I'm telling you, this is going to be a life-transforming lesson for you, and a life-transforming situation for you, simply because this business, I can tell you, does not take a lot of time from your schedule, but you can make a great deal of money. Now, in the beginning, of course, you know, there's some actions that need to be taken. There's some effort that needs to be put out there. But once you get the wheels rolling, I don't know if you've ever been in a stalled car, right? You ever been in a car where the car stalls out in the middle of the road, and now it just stops dead blank, right? You're just there, and the car is not moving, and you got to get the car out of the road because it's in the middle of the road, right? Again, I don't know if you've ever been there. I've been there. And you start pushing this car, and you get behind it, you say, oh man, this thing is heavy, right? But once the wheels start rolling, then you can push it with one hand. So this is what I'm telling you. Same analogy. That analogy fits perfect with this business because it takes a little time to get the ball rolling. But once you get the ball rolling, once you get those tires moving forward, you can push it with one hand. And that's the beautiful thing about this business. And we are going to take you, again, these three things that you need to put in there. I got no control over those three things. I can't control your focus, can't control your actions, can't control your ability to give 100%. But if you if you can control that, if you can control your focus, control your actions, and give 100%, I guarantee that you're going to have an excellent, excellent, excellent experience with our company. Our company has, again, an excellent track record. I'm going to be coaching you along the way so that you can move forward and move in a way where your lifestyle is just going to change. I'm telling you, your lifestyle is going to change. You're going to have time and you're going to have money. That's the number one thing most people look for, right? And they don't have. But you're going to be able to do that. So, again, these are little things that you must do. All right, and if you do them, then we're playing the game. I throw you the ball, you throw me back. I know you're playing the game, and at any time you could say I don't want to play the game anymore, and you can walk away. That's I don't hold you to anything. All right, that's not the way I do business. I do business with people that want to do business. So if you're out there and you're serious about developing a great income, and you're serious about helping people, because ultimately that's what we're doing. You're out there and you're going to be helping people that otherwise are going to be taken advantage of. So if you're a person that sees the advantage, sees the possibilities in that, then I'm telling you, play full out, focus your attention, and take massive action. And if you do that, then you're good to go. So with all that said, let's get started with the training.